Good morning. So I guess by the title, I don't know what I'm going to title this video, but today is Monday the 4th. It's 9:07 in the morning, and the kids just came off of spring break. Emery was out of school for a whole week, and now she's back. She went back this morning, and I'm gonna be straight honest with y'all. Like, coming up, I'm getting emotional already. Okay. Coming up, like, I didn't have a very like sensitive mom or anything like that. And not saying that my mom didn't care, but she wasn't the very, soft spoken. She wasn't that mom, so I have a hard time being soft spoken and sensitive to Emery once she gets me frustrated. And it's not so much that she gets me frustrated, because she's a child. She's only 6 years old, so she can't get me frustrated. I decide to get frustrated, and I realize that. I understand that. But when I get frustrated with Emery, I find it hard to use like a calming voice, or sometimes, most of the time, I find it hard to communicate with her or parent her without using harsh words. And I'm not saying like cussing at her or anything like that, but like, let's just use this morning for instance. This morning she wanted to wear these shoes that were too small for her, and all week long Emery has been worrying me to wash her shoes. You see her Nikes here, they are like dirty because she stepped in the mud, like it was raining. And anyway, the shoes just got dirty, and you can see I didn't get around to washing them. Just laziness and always too busy or putting it off to the side. So they didn't get washed. So Emery was fussing over some shoes she wanted to wear to school this morning. And when we got to the bus stop, I was frustrated with her. I didn't realize my camera cut off. I don't know where I left off at, but at the bus stop, like, we were arguing in the car over which shoes she was going to wear to school. So I'm like, so you want to wear these shoes to school? Like, both pair of shoes she hadn't worn before, but they were a little bit too big. So I was like, Emery, you want to wear these shoes to school and knowing that they're too big, and you're going to be clucking around at school looking silly? And that's what I mean by like talking harsh to her, instead of saying honey, like using a better voice and a better tone and different words. I called her silly and told her that she would look silly at school today. And so she started crying, and then the bus came, and I just gave her some tissue to dry her eyes. I was like, dry your eyes or whatever. And she got out and she went to the bus, and I can tell I sent my kid to school not on the best track, or not on the best frame of mind. I sent her to school feeling frustrated and sad because her mom was bullying her in the car, So I get home from dropping her off, and on my carport, me and Robert both park our cars here. So in the morning, he's gone. He gets up and goes to work in the morning, and I see what Emery wrote on the carport yesterday. Let me show y'all. So Emery writes, and that's a picture of her, and that's the outfit she had on yesterday. So she goes, Emery looks bad because of my clothes. And she didn't spell clothes correctly, but you could tell what it says is CLOWS, clothes. So that's what she wrote. Emery looks bad because of my clothes. And then it all clicked, like, she's getting bullied. She's getting bullied at school over the clothes that I sent her to school in, and the shoes. The kids wear uniforms. The kids wear uniforms, so I don't have to worry about like sending her to school in, like clothes. Like when I was coming up, in her day, like when I was in her grade, we didn't have school uniforms, and so you got to wear whatever you wanted. But they wear uniforms, and like the summer is coming up, so I haven't bought her new school pants, and like some of her pants are like high water, you know, not really bad, but like right around, I guess, like her ankles where you can like see her socks. And I bought her some ankle pants, because some ankle school pants, just because like we hardly have winter here, but when we woke up this morning it was chilly. It was like 68 degrees. So I put her ankle pants on, and her socks were showing, and then like the shoes that she didn't want to wear to school. And she was crying this morning because I'm making her go to school and stuff that she doesn't want to wear because she's getting picked on. And I was wondering like why she was getting on me every day about washing those shoes, like, because, and then like the shoes that she's been wearing, that she's wearing, like they were play shoes, you know. So it was just some shoes that I got from Target. They don't have shoelaces, they just have like the Velcro. And I know like they look bad, they're like beat up shoes, but they're easy for her to put on. She used to like to wear them because they're easy to put on and they're comfortable, you know. And now she like doesn't wear those shoes. She hides them because she thinks I'm going to make her wear them. And I didn't realize that until this morning. And I felt like I bullied my daughter on her way to school to be bullied by other kids. I feel terrible. I feel absolutely ashamed. And I realized that I don't know how to talk to my daughter. I don't know how to parent her when I'm frustrated, you know. And I know that I need to work on that. And it's like I need to read a book or something and just work on breathing and realizing that I'm the adult and I'm the one that's in control, and I shouldn't be losing my temper with a 6-year-old. But I don't know how to deal with this. I don't know how to deal with my kid going to school and being bullied over what she's wearing, and she can't control what she's wearing. So of course I told my husband about it, and he's upset over it, and he just sent me a picture like 10 minutes ago of the shoes that he just ordered her. So I mean, she's gonna love them, their new shoes and all of that, but and that's not the point, you know. There's kids at school that are less fortunate and don't have the choice of coming to school in nicer things, like their mom or their dad can't go and buy them a new pair of shoes because they're getting picked on at school. And I don't know how I should talk to Emery about it. I don't know how I should approach her and tell her that, you know, bullying. And she always tells me, like, now that I'm thinking about it, everything's coming full circle, how she's been talking to me about, you shouldn't bully people at school, and look, Mom, this is, you know, she has like a PBS program on her tablet, and she's always talking about like bullying and things like that and how it's wrong and blah blah blah. And it never occurred to me that she's the one that's being bullied, and she's being picked on because of her mom and what I choose to send her to school in, pants that are high water and shoes that are beat up, you know. And we're not going without. She doesn't come from a family, like, we don't have a hard time you know, supplying her with the things that she needs for school. It's just not doing it because, oh, the summertime's coming, school is almost out, like they'll be out of school next month. So I'm like, do I really want to go and spend $60-$70 on a pair of shoes or whatever when I know that school's going to be out in a month, when that's not even the point. So I need to talk to her about it, about bullying, and talk to her about being strong and being herself, and not letting what other kids think about her ruin her day, which it doesn't, because she goes to school and she's happy, she's excited, and at least she shows us that. And then I see her write this on the concrete, like she didn't even talk to me about that. She goes to school and she seems like she's happy. She gets off the bus and sometimes she has the looks on her face, and I ask her what's wrong, and she'll be like, oh, I'm just thinking about something, and ask her what she's thinking about, and she'll tell me. I can tell she like makes up something and she doesn't want to tell me what's going on. And I don't know if she doesn't want to tell me that because she think I'm going to be mad at her or what, but I never wanted her to feel like she couldn't come and talk to me. I just feel like a failure as a parent. But if you guys have any advice, please leave it below on how I can talk to Emery, or how I can better work on my effectively parenting and getting my point across without being offensive to her, or without, I just want to, I want to constructively what's the word I'm looking for, redirect her without hurting her feelings or without being harsh. So if you guys can give me any parenting tips on me, you know, on that, or how I can talk to Emery or deal with the bullying, please leave it down below, because I got bullied in school. And not because I didn't have, you know, because I went to school, what I, you know, what I went to school in was old or beat up. I got bullied on because we had a whole lot, you know. My parents worked so much, they never came to any games or anything like that. They couldn't, because they were always working. And to you know, keep them from feeling bad about that, they bought us all kinds of stuff. So I had like 7-8 pairs of shoes going to, you know, different pairs of tennis shoes and sneakers and things like that going to school every year. And my other sisters did too. And I got picked on. Oh, she thinks she all that, and blah 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 blah. And I hated going to school, and I always hid it from my mom because I thought that she was gonna be upset with me. And I feel like that's what Emery thinks too, you know. I mean, my middle sister got picked on because of what, you know, like having a lot of things and being tall, because my middle sister is tall. She's like 6 foot tall, so she got picked on in school for that. And my little sister, she didn't get picked on because she's a fighter. You know. So you know everybody had that kid in school who nobody messed with because they like to fight. That's my little sister, you know. So nobody messed with her. But I don't want that to be Emery. I don't want that to be my daughter. I don't want her to feel like she can't come talk to me about things, you know. So here I am being raw and showing you guys and telling you guys about something that is not, you know, usually when you see my videos, everything's like light and funny, and you know, but I just wanna, like I said, I'm real with y'all, and I show y'all the good and the bad. So right now it's the bad, and I hope you guys don't, you know, come down too hard on me, because I know I'm wrong, but I'm trying to fix it. I am gonna fix it. And if you have any advice, once again, leave it down below. I really appreciate it, and I'll see y'all in the next video. Bye.